Well, it's 3 p.m. I know that most of you today have got a lot of inspiration from a lot of friends today. And I know that when I show that I'm from Every Credit, oh, any of you here ever work for consumer finance and banking? No one. Any one of you have ever run any marketing campaign for the consumer finance? No one. See, it makes sense. Um, as I aware that the topic that I would like to share with you today about a campaign from a consumer finance, maybe you will think that it will be a bit boring compared with like the FMCG, but I promise you that I'm here today not talking about lending or finance. I'm talking about the way that me as a marketer can become the real contributor for my company. How I can how I can drive the positioning for my team from just a cost center to become the real to the real driving business department for my company. So we start in that way, okay? So first of all, I uh, I didn't show the video from starting because I think that I need to give you a little bit background about us, so you can have at least the information before you enjoy the video. So Evercredit is a consumer finance in Vietnam. We are the leading in this market for 15 years. And you know, what's the difference between consumer finance and banking? You know, for example, when you want to buy a car, you can go to the bank, you give your paper, document, you call surrogate paper, and the bank can give you a loan up to like 1 billion, 10 billion. But consumer finance is not like that. Consumer finance will offer the customer a very lower loan amount, and we don't request any paper to the customer. So that's the key difference between consumer finance and banking. Today, we offer 4 key products to our customer. Personal loan, that you always call like cash loan, flexi money. That's the way you call. The number one product from Every Credit. The second one is you call two-wheel loan. Mean the cash loan allow you to buy the two-wheel. Credit card, most of you know. And the fourth one will be the consumer durable loan, would allow you to take the mobile phone, the laptop, the loan for them. So that is the 4 key product. And you take the attention, right? That any of you, once upon a time, you will need the support. But it's very hard to tell someone that I need cash loan. So how we can run the campaign when our customer, they are not ready to talk about their own demand. So I want to, it's not moving. Just wait me a bit. Okay, not wait. I will talk. Okay, so now we talk about the Tết. Okay, Tết is the peak season, like many of you here. Today we are here. I think most of you are in the progress to complete the plan. Even you start already the budget and the implementation process for the loan implementation for the Tết campaign, and so do I. We are the consumer finance. You know what is the most critical thing that we worry? We worry about the crisis. We worry that if we go to the big public, what's the customer will talk about us? We are the lender. We are not we are not able to build a brand love like many other brands do, right? But this will not stop us to do something different. That's why from the end of 2024, when I have the review from all the previous campaign that we do in the past, then I tell my team, I say that this is the time that we have to do it differently. We cannot say that we cannot do this, we cannot do that, just because we worry about the crisis. We worry about the negative comment on the social. So we have to go differently. So that is the way that the campaign was born in 2024, and we launched that one early in 2025. And now, this, what you are seeing here, is a framework, the strategic framework that I use to launch the campaign. So what is this one? The 4C is will stand by for the customer-centric, the comprehensive, the considerable, and the convenient. What is that? So this is the first phase. In the first phase, this is the first time I ask my team, I request them that do not think in your way. You have to think in the way that our customer they think. So I look back to my segment. So what you are seeing here is the key customer segmentation from Evercredit. We have this segment from the McKinsey research, and that's one. It will show like how many sub-segment can build the value for Evercredit. You see here we have the skilled blue collar, unskilled blue collar, street vendor, white collar, or even like the micro business owner. So that is the segment, right? And what we do, we look at the segment and then lower one more layer. We use the customer demographic, like the age, the gender, location, education, or even the marital status. We use that one, and this is the first time ever we use and we build the hyper communication to the customer. And this is very hard work for my engagement team, that they have to build one full matrix of the communication and push to all the channel. But that's what we do because we think we cannot talk, we cannot communicate with the customer if we don't talk in their language. So that is the customer centric. What is the second C? So the second C that you can see here is the package that we offer to the customer. You always think about the product in one way, and you think about the promotion in one more way. What happens if you combine that one and provide the customer a proper financial solution for their pet? So that is the time where I make the decision that I will not have two different angles for the product education and for the promotion. I will combine as one, and I want to ensure that the moment when I run the communication, I can fulfill the customer need in the state. So the comprehensive packet is ready. Third one. So let me move to the third one, okay? Sorry. So the third one is something very interesting that I do this year. Considerable. Every time when I run the campaign, what I'm very much worried is how my salespeople, they can confidently talk about the promotion to our customer. How? Because I don't know them. So this is the first time from the marketing team, I run two surveys. One is the customer survey, and the second is the sales survey. I run that two survey and combine in one. That is where I know that for each salesperson, they need to have one different call script to talk with the customer. They cannot just introduce the promotion. They need to talk with the customer, telling them that we have to give them the trigger to action, that we are the lender of choice. So that is something that I work with our sales force to ensure that I can run the campaign in the most effective way. And of course, this is the most interesting thing, that when I implement the campaign, for your information, I do something very interesting. First of all, this is the first time I let my event go to the wet market. I believe that wet market is somewhere that I'm very much worried at that time, I'm worried that maybe when I run the campaign, so maybe there's some crisis can happen on ground. But the achievement is much more than what I expected. I can see that the customer, they are not looking at us just like every credit, you give some cash loan. But they look at us like a partner who involved, who live with them in the test season. So that's about the wet market. Secondly, we do one thing that you call lead generation live stream. That's not about our live stream. That's a lead generation live stream. What is that? That is the live stream where I will allow that my customer can choose any kind of product and then send their information to our salesperson and can convert them within the live stream. In order to do that, a lot of work. The system, the CRM, the fintech solution, and even the advertisement involved in one. But the result is very remarkable. So I think I will stop here a bit. I want to give you a bit time to understand about the use case through the videos, and then we will go to the conclusion, okay? So please play the video.
It's TET. Expenses rise. People need cash. But where to borrow and who is the lender of choice? Every TET, brands go loud. Big noise, big spend. We've been doing that in many years. It worked, but it wasn't enough. And we chose differently. FE Credit already applied omni-channel to approach them, but if we only focus on what we're already good, we might be missing out potential platforms. So, how FE Credit can embrace a next-level version of omni-channel marketing in the consumer finance. To make it real, we executed in 2 phases, both grounded in one rule: 4 C's, all customer first. From TED behavior insights to every message, every channel, every offer. First, we partner with McKinsey to portray customer segments and tailor our hyper-personalized communication to make sure we are talking the right thing to the right people at the right moment. Then we tailored full-scope offers, from loans to credit cards, all in one journey. We added something more, rewards that were not just big, but meaningful, easy to join. Every loan became a ticket to something more. Phase 1, set the foundation. Now, time to show up. We started phase 2 with a strong move. Making finance more convenient for customers to reach out, we came up with a channel diversification strategy first time ever. We launched in wet markets, where finance never goes. We turned unlikely places into strongholds of trust. Next, 13,500 plus motorbike shops, everyday places with everyday trust. On TikTok, we teamed up with creators our audience already trusted and joined their live streams naturally. For the first time, we went live ourselves, sharing financial tips, answering real questions, and turning viewers into borrowers. We didn't skip the basics. POSM and out-of-home closed the loop at retail. On digital, we served smart, personalized promos and rewarded action with instant cashback. And our 14,000 staff, the strongest zero-cost channel we had. And the game continued. We operate everything under 3 E's model: engage, enlist, enhance to ensure efficiency. For Engage, we made finance feel light with mini games, gifts, and personal cashback. For Enlist, we activated our lead generation ecosystem from offline to online channels. By monitoring and optimizing real-time performance, we ensure these are well prepared and adjusted accordingly. This is how we enhance our performance in real time. So, after shaking off the ordinary, did it work? The campaign delivered 124,425 loan issued unique customers, achieved 19% growth compared to non-promo period, and 2,077 billion Vietnamese dong loan dispersed revenue, achieved 17% growth compared to non-promo period, dominating the market with #1 share in social buzz, social interactions, positive buzz, and mainstream media SOV. As a market leader, we weren't just offering financial solutions. We were empowering millions of Vietnamese dreams, helping people step into the new year with confidence, joy, and a brighter future.
So that's the way we implement the last year campaign. I was with Ever Credit for 7 years. I win 9 MMA Smarty Awards. I have mostly it will be about the lead generation, about the fintech, about the creative for performance. So what I want to share with you today as a conclusion, as you may take attention just recently where in the screen about the 3E models, right? 3E model is something that I always tell my team that when we run any kind of campaign, we never forget the 3E. 1, engage. You know, there's a lot of small things that we can do to engage with the customer in a different way. For example, when I go to the wet market campaign, I take the attention that in case that I give the leaflet to on the merchant, they will throw it away. But then what I do, I convert that one into one paper fan, very fun, and then I give to the merchant. They are very much happy. They take that one and they also use that one to share with a lot of people in their network. So that is something I call that we can always do the engagement improvement. Second, enlist. That is something that I confident that that's my trend, that we never stop to run the lead generation. I think not surprised, right? Because I'm working in the consumer finance. But, you know, when we work for the lead generation, we realize that we not only just like ask the customer to give the lead and try to convert the customer. We need to give them the full funnel from the impression to the conversion. And then, in case that you cannot convert them, what you do? Don't give it up. We have a lot of things. We have the drop-off campaign. We have the win-back campaign. Even post-that, don't forget it. We are not done our job. We need to continue to convert the customer, convince the customer, and approach the customer. So that is something that I call enlist. Enhance, don't be fear when you try to combine the engagement with the acquisition and with the system. Today, I also manage the fintech team. From starting is very difficult because I don't know how I'm the marketing. But then at the end, I take the decision and now I can run up to 70 use case in the fintech in order to convert the customer. That's the way that any marketing can do to enhance our capability. So in the conclusion, this is only something that I want to share with you, data-driven. Don't be scared. I know that most of our marketing today, you are very much confident to build a concept, to build a creative, to build the angle. But when you look at the data, there are lots of unspoken information that you can take from that one to understand your customer and use that one to increase your knowledge and build a campaign. You know the customer, so whatever we do for our customer is will become the right choice. The second one is what I want to share today is don't follow the traditional way. Traditional way can give you a comfortable zone, right? Most of you will feel like we are completing our job. But if you one time only think in the customer way, look at the customer journey, and then run the campaign in a different way, believe me, you will have a lot of new, more benchmark that you never had before. So, and the fourth one, any campaign we run, make it become the integration grow engine. Think about how to maximize all the component of the campaign. Don't waste that. Run the creative, but think in the performance way. Run the advertisement, but think in the performance way. When you can build that one, I believe that you, like me, we are trying to do something that people will look at us and say, huh, we are the person who build the impact for our company, not just a cost center. So I would like to close from here, and I hope that you will have some useful information.
Thank you to your sharings, Ms. Lin. Great speech, great presentation.